I bought this Triumph a couple of months ago, and I've only really ridden it a couple of times. We did one long ride up in the mountains, and it was great. Put about 300 miles on the bike, and the Triumph, man, it handles freaking awesome. The tires that are on it are great. It's the Pirelli Diablo Super Corsa SP V3, some crazy long name like that. But nonetheless, they're super soft, super sticky tires. I love the tires. They handle amazing. But something happened when I was out on the ride. When I parked the bike, I didn't ride again for a few weeks because we had some pretty cold, crappy weather here in Georgia. Noticed that the tire pressure on the bike was super low. I usually set my tires around 32-ish, depending on the temperature. And that tire had about 15 PSI in it, so it clearly got a leak. I couldn't find anything stuck in the tire. Couldn't find anything like a wire or a screw or a cut, nothing like that. The tire is basically still brand new. Don't know if it's the valve stem or what, or just the fact that maybe my old eyeballs just don't see what's stuck in the tire. So anyways, that's what this video is about. I'm gonna take the wheel off, I'm gonna take it to the shop, have those guys, have the pros look at it, figure out what's wrong, and possibly have to buy another damn tire or fix the valve stem, I hope. I don't know. But the video is for people that maybe don't know how to take their back wheel off, or maybe they just don't feel comfortable taking their back wheel off. But it's super easy, and you'll save yourself a lot of money, and also the headache of trying to load a bike with a flat tire up just to go drop it off at the shop. No. It's gonna sit there for possibly a day or two, and then you're gonna pay the guys a lot more money in their labor time just to pull the wheel off. So this is a very easy procedure, and that's what we're gonna do today. So one thing you're gonna need to make this job a little bit easier is to get these rear wheel spool thingamajigs. I got them off of Amazon. I'll link them in the description below, but they're pretty cheap. I wanna say the Triumph, I believe, is a 8mm bolt that goes into the swing arm. And you're also going to need a rear stand. I mean, you can do it on the side stand, but it's not recommended. It's better to have a rear stand with spools to safely get the back wheel off the ground and get that wheel off the bike. So these spools, they come in two pieces. What I mean by that is this back piece here, it is threaded onto the spool itself. Essentially, it comes off like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some thread locker on this portion here, so this protection washer spacer thingamajig won't come undone with vibrations over time. So we're going to use some good old thread locker blue. All right, so I got the spacer back on there with the Loctite, and I used a couple of channel lock wrenches to kind of tighten it down a little bit more, so that way hopefully it doesn't come loose with riding down the road. As you guys can see here from the factory where these spools go, there's like a little plastic plug. We need to pull that dude out so we can get these bolts in. Ain't nothing like a good old carpenter's chisel. So these are the bolts that came with the spools off Amazon. These are a 6mm hex head. And what I like to do again is use the blue Loctite. I'm a bit of a Loctite Nazi, I guess. Just like so, these dudes go through here. Stick them on. Has just enough clearance on this guy from not hitting the swing arm. I mean, it is close. I don't really like that, but I guess it's gonna be okay. And we'll just tighten these dudes up. Now we have the spools on, so now we can take the stand and lift the rear of the bike. Yeah! I don't care for this stand, by the way. This is the one that comes from Cycle Gear. It's got this freaking loose handle. You suck! It's just like really janky. But whatever, it was given to me as a gift, so. Having to adjust the width on this guy, because my last bike was the Aprilia. It had a little bit of a wider stance on the swing arm, so the spools was a little further apart, so and make a little bit of an adjustment. Just like that. All right, so now we're ready to actually take the back wheel off the bike. So we have another little rubber grommet cap, looks like over the end of the threads. I'm not sure what that is about, but whatever, let's take that off. And then we have this big nut here. So you're going to need a 27mm socket. So now we need to tap this guy back through. Sometimes it helps to use your foot under the tire to kind of take some of the pressure off the weight off the axle, so you can get this guy out. Just like so. Leave the axle adjuster on there. I already took this one out. Just laying here on this side. Now we just need to get the chain off the sprocket. Just like so. And now we're going to take this guy to the shop and figure out why my almost brand new tire is leaking air. I could not find anything stuck in the actual carcass of the tire, so it's probably the valve stem, or there could be something very small I just can't find. It's in the tire. I really don't know. Whatever. Okay. So I just want to reiterate one more time about how much money that you'll save by taking wheels off your motorcycle yourself instead of paying a shop to take the wheels off for you and charging you that extra labor time to do it, okay? Now, as far as reinstalling your wheel, it's just going to be in reverse. So the torque specs on the nut on the axle for the 2024 Triumph Street Triple, I want to say I think it's 110 Newton meters. Yeah, I think so. But, you know, check your manual to make sure that you get that right, because you want to have that right. So anyhow, that concludes the video. I appreciate you guys watching. So please like and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And, you know, drop me a comment below if you got any questions for me, or if you just want to share with everyone about your experience with taking your wheels off. All right. So until next time, I'll see you guys then.